This video was recorded in front of a live virtual audience. Hi everybody, Dacob here. Welcome back to my channel. I have a really interesting topic today. I've been asked by several people, not just lately, but throughout the year, in the past as well. And I wrote it down in my little notebook like, oh, Dacob, you got to touch base on this topic one day. And now is the right time, I think, especially because as I'm filming, it's August. We're moving into holiday season-ish. It's always good to know this stuff that I'm going to talk to you about. And the question I've been asked is, when is the right time to buy a Chanel bag in the year? Or any luxury bag for that matter, but we're going to touch base on Chanel in particular. Same applies to most luxury brands, really. But people have been asking me, when is the right time? When is the best time to buy a Chanel bag? This is a complex topic, and it doesn't just mean what time of the year. It's also connected to the seasons of your life, and there's a lot to talk about. So let's get to it. If you haven't already, but like my content, subscribe to my channel here on the tubes. Push the subscription button next to the subscription button. You can also push the join button, become a member today and gain access to extra perks. You can also follow me on Patreon, superdacob all spelled together on Patreon. Thank you guys so much to all my patrons and members who have already pledged. And thank you to my co-chatters who are here with me in the chats right now live. This video is being filmed live in front of a virtual audience, live audience. I live stream every Saturday. All of y'alls are more than invited to join every Saturday and share with us the fun times in the Fashion Bunker as we chat away in the live chats. The live streams go on for many hours. It's a lot of fun. So you guys, I want to hear from you in the chats, also from you in the comment sections. If you have experience with Chanel bags, what would you recommend as the best time to buy a Chanel bag in the year? Now, Yes But No says, such a valid topic. There's no time like the present time. That's the best time to buy a Chanel bag. Ha! Well, first and foremost, let's begin by saying, this is not so much a topic about whether or not you have a budget. Because sure, you could say, well, I have enough money, I don't care. If I wake up and I'm in the mood to buy a Chanel bag, I'm going to buy a Chanel bag. Sure, it's valid and legit. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about production-wise, when is the best to get the best quality bags. Second, should we connect the need to buy a Chanel bag with a special occasion, or should we treat it as, that's what I meant before, if you have the budget, you have the disposable cash all the time just flowing through, if you're wealthy, should we treat them as just trinkets? Oh, I'm in the mood, to go to Target, buy a new t-shirt. That's the same type of vibe I apply to a Chanel bag. You see, this is a very interesting point because it's because of people that do treat, and I just have as an example my double flap 255 in the classic size. People who treat these bags as quick disposable goods, who have that disposable income to just keep purchasing them every time Chanel allows you to buy a new one, because technically you need to wait you can buy two every 2 months. But if they know you, they know you're not a reseller, they're going to sell you even more. So the same rules don't apply to everyone. Some animals are more equal than others. Animal Farm, George Orwell, check it out. It's happening as we speak. So it's the people that have the disposable. Oh, wait, hold on. You know what? This is a good moment for a screenshot. That's like me questioning it. When is the right time to buy a Chanel bag? That's also a questioning moment. Maybe the next thumbnail. It's the people with the disposable cash that treat these bags like quick disposable goods that ruin it for everybody else. And you're going to be like, what do you mean everybody has the right to spend their money however they want? Yes, but we are social creatures. We are not asocial egotistical cretins. A lot of us are, but we shouldn't be. What I'm saying is, it's those people that treat these bags like, I'm gonna get a pink tomorrow, then I'm gonna get a blue one, and then after that I'm gonna get a purple one. I'm in the mood for, I want like a tweed one, and you just buy every other week a new bag. It's because of people like that that the prices go up so quickly and so often. You see? This is what I'm saying. Be a little careful. Don't overbuy them. Not just because it's bad for the environment to keep producing and making and buying and buying. Not just that it's bad for the environment, but also there is something so beautiful about it being a special moment. Not because these bags should be special. They're just a leather bag. I get it. But there's something so beautiful about the waiting for it, owning one, enjoying it fully, not having to buy the same one over and over and over and over and over again. There's something so beautiful about it being limited in your life, meaning being that special piece in your life. There's something so beautiful about that. And you kill it. You kill it by over-consuming, by overbuying. You kill it also for yourself. You just don't see it as something special. I'm not saying you have to see an inanimate object as something special, but it can become special if you fill it with history, if you fill it with memories. This bag, the 255, has a lot of history. You know, Coco Chanel designed it herself. It's like kind of the last standing pillar of Chanel bags that were designed by herself. It's so much meaning, so much history behind every detail. It's beautiful to have one. You don't need to buy one every week. And you ruin the fun for yourself as well if you turn something so special with such a big history into a disposable moment. And I repeat, you do ruin it for everybody else because you overconsume. And then Chanel is like, oh, damn, how do we block people from buying too much? Let's up the prices because we don't want to flood the market with these bags. And this is what happens then. It's also because of the Oompa Loompas that keep buying them to unbox them on their channels that contribute to the FOMO and that contribute to price increases. So, when is the right time to buy a Chanel bag? It's the right time when you feel that you are buying it because this is just my personal opinion, obvi, when you feel like you're connecting to the heritage and the history of the brand, not because you need another Instagram selfie moment to show off to the rest of the world that you can afford another color of the same bag all over again. Those are the wrong reasons to get a bag. They are. And these are the reasons why the prices go up. If everybody just got one a year, if you can afford it, you know, in a different size, different colorway, like that would be much better than what a lot of people are doing, which is getting one a month instead, despite the price increases. So I'm saying the right time for you or for me is the moment when I connect to the brand, I connect to the heritage of the brand, I do my historic due diligent research about the brand, and I figure out what it means, where every design detail comes from. Don't just trust the love letter pocket and all that bullshit. No, there's more to it. There's much more depth in this bag than the love letter and the Mona Lisa freaking smile. Which Coco never called the Mona Lisa smile, by the way. Just brand marketing of today. It's Chanel, the brand, trying to make you believe certain poetries are made the way they're made, when in reality they had nothing to do with what the woman actually designed herself back in the day. But there's another point to observe here. What is the right time of year to buy a Chanel bag? From my experience, I can tell you that they go in production on rotation. It's like there's always a better time and a worse time to buy a Chanel bag. I have noticed that right after price increases, because they announce secretly that there's going to be a price increase, so people FOMO and buy up all the stock of the classics, so most boutiques are empty. Shortly after that, new batches of bags arrive in smaller quantities because the price is higher. They're not selling as much from the get-go. That's when the factories get a little bit of breathing time, when they do not produce as much. What does that mean? And I know from purse forums, Oompa Loompas watching me, a lot of you was like, look at him talking to us like he's some teacher. Who does he think he is? Girl, get a life and stop watching my videos. Because the point of the matter is this. These bags, once price increases come, factories get a little bit of breathing air, lower the quantity of production, quality control increases. Yes, you best believe it does. That's why we got all the correct stitchings all of a sudden. All of the new smalls and mediums have the correct stitching at the bottoms. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my video card section up above. All of the new ones seem way better than they were just 3 months ago. So a really good time to buy a Chanel bag when it comes to quality in these difficult times where a lot of quality control issues are going down with a lot of these brands. After a price increase, not immediately, not the day after, wait a couple of weeks after the price increase when the new bags start coming in, classics, not seasonals. You're gonna notice, oh, something changed with the quality. Seems a little bit sturdier all of a sudden. Yeah. Why? Because they're not producing as much all of a sudden. Another interesting, but price increases, well, alas, they do happen every year, sometimes even twice a year. But let's just say by miracle that in one given year, no price increase happens. It has happened in the past that there was no major price increase in 1 year. When is then the right time to buy a bag? Usually, they get new batches in for an extra production right after France goes out of August yearly breaks, because in August they close most of the factories, people go on holiday. Most of Europe does that, by the way, not just France. So after they return, let's say from September on, they start prepping and preparing for the holiday season. They make extra batches of bags in certain classic styles in preparation for the holiday season, for Christmas. People buy presents. Now, you would think, wait a minute, but wouldn't they be upping production then? Wouldn't they be lowering quality then? Yes and no. Every single time I have gone to a Chanel boutique, late October, early November, the quality of their 255s was impeccable. It's like, I don't know what they do, but they do. They deliver. I haven't been checking this out since the lockdown situation started, so I can't guarantee that they have not changed their whole system, but every single 255 that I've seen stocked by the boutiques late October, early November in preparation for December holiday season, all of them had this. Let me zoom this in, you guys. It's something I mentioned in my Chanel 255 Exposed video. This little stitch there, it is a vertical stitch, but if you really, really, really want to do this properly, you do the horizontal stitch on top. So in fact, this one has that. When they produce these bags a bit quicker, they don't do that extra added manual labor of doing the horizontal threading around the vertical stitch, which, you know, hands have to do it. Usually women do it because they have more delicate hands, or so Chanel says to us, what have you, yada, yada. I have seen, you know, a bunch of timeless classics not having that. 255s, because they produce less of them in general, they sell more timeless classics than they do 255s. So these, more care is put into these anyway. Another reason to buy these. So yeah, right before, don't wait too much, because the closer you get to Christmas and the worse the quality of the bags becomes. It's like that sweet spot. I guess when all the artisans from these factories, you know, they've just been on holiday, they had a chance to relax, to chill, to collect their nerves again, and then they go back to work. They're more focused, more relaxed. The first bags that they're going to make are going to be reflecting of their own well-being. So the first batch of bags that comes out after the holiday, after summer vacations, those are good. So don't wait too long, because the more you'll wait, I know you're going to wait until like 1 week before Christmas, desperately rushing to a Chanel boutique asking for a timeless classic. And then you're going to be like, hey, but Dacob, you said it's good quality, but it's not. Yeah, of course it's not, because the bags that are left over 1 week before Christmas, they haven't been produced right after vacation, summer vacation. They have been produced in November, when the stress keeps growing and growing and growing. So you got to think ahead. You got to get these back, check out their quality of the ones that are delivered, obviously, in that period as well. Of the newly arrived Timeless Classics 255 double flaps, late October, early November. If you're lucky and they deliver sooner, it can also be beginning of October. Even the batches that arrive beginning of October can be amazing. So that's a good time of the year to hunt for a good quality Timeless Classic in 255. All of October into a bit of November. That's your period. Or just a couple of weeks after a price increase has hit. Yeah, terrible. There's a price increase. But on the plus side, they care a bit more about the quality because they lower the production quantities. So there's that. Now let's consider another reason, another timing for Chanel bags. I am a firm believer of special occasions. I know it's a bit cringy and it's a bit cheesy and cheeky, but milestone, a round number birthday, anniversary, having reached a milestone career-wise, if whatever your career may be, office, business, YouTube, whatever have you, some special occasion. Why am I saying this? Because getting one of these bags for a special occasion means that you will set your mind into the mindset of saying, this is a special piece. And so once you get it for a special occasion, you're not going to want to keep buying more and more and more. You're going to feel that it is so special and it's connected to a very special memory in your life. So it becomes more unique and the FOMO dies away. When you get a bag like this for a special occasion, a lot of the FOMO for wanting more and more and more and more dies away because you acknowledge your own special occasion, whether it be because of work, whether it be because you're reaching 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 years young, or whether it be wedding anniversary, having your child, or deciding to not have children, whatever it is, special occasion is what makes, I think special occasion kills the FOMO. I think special occasion moments that we decide to utilize to purchase a luxury bag are those moments that kill the FOMO. And it's so fascinating to me how it's a great antidote to FOMO, special occasions. It really is, because it resets your mindset of consumption and consuming all of these goods. It satiates you. You've already reached a milestone in your life/career and you're fulfilled. And you buy a bag to celebrate that fulfillment. You see what I mean? Psychologically, because you've achieved something special, you are satiated. And then a bag comes into the equation, and the bag, this satiation trickles over to the bag. And so the bag is a part of that emotion of being satiated and accomplished that you already have. And so when you get a special bag like this for an accomplishment, that bag will feel as a full accomplishment as well. You won't feel unfinished. You'll feel much less as if that bag needed a follow-up bag and a follow-up bag to that. So it is a great antidote to FOMO. It really, really is. It truly is. I think we're on to something here, you guys. So great time to buy a new bag, luxury bag, Chanel bag, accomplishment period in your life. October, when they, get back from vacation, and in September they start producing, and then by end of September, early October, they start shipping them out and delivering to the boutiques. And a couple of weeks after a price increase, when they had the time after the price increase to start manufacturing the bag. So you got to maybe even a month or two after a price increase. And stop buying just because you can. That's the biggest reason for price increases, because Oompa Loompas just think because they can. I don't care about you. It's about me. This egotistical shit that our society is going through with these people that have they're literally brain dead, but the wallets are full. They're fucking it up for the rest of us royally. So set your priorities, boo-boos. Set your priorities. Keeping it real in the fashion bunker, always. Now, you could call it tough love, but tough love is better than hate. Just saying. And we never hate here. So what is your opinions, you guys? Penelope says, brilliant. Thank you so much. Bibi says, preach. Thank you. Jesus says, whoopsies. So true. Dacob says, KDF. No, share your opinions with me. Honestly, I think this is how you should purchase and think about purchasing luxury goods. It's the best way to go. Ultimately, hold on. Let me just pack my baby while I'm waiting for you to write your comments. So true. Dacob says, yes, but no, says, I think heritage brands are too tied to tradition rather than recognizing the needs of the modern woman. No, there are seasonal bags every season. I mean, there are also, we were talking, somebody said just before in another video, I don't agree with you, Dacob. I think the 19 bag really caters to the modern woman. It does. These brands also cater to modern day needs and stuff. There's a difference between something that is classic and timeless and something that is a seasonal moment in time that caters to the needs of the time. Most luxury brands do both if they can. Paris says, just have a great time buying your new Chanel and enjoy it. Jack says, I agree. May says, this is Dacob teaching class. I'm living for it. Thank you so much, May. Candy Fluff says 100%. Jack says, and be mentally, financially stable when you purchase. Mentally stable is debatable. Financially stable, also debatable. I mean, we're not going to live forever. You're going to kick the bucket anyway. So yes, be safe when you are purchasing. Be as safe as you need to be. But you're not going to take your bags with you to your grave. And you're also not going to take your debt with you to your grave. They both belong to you. Yes, but they both belong to you as long as you're alive. After that, they're not yours anymore. Yes, but no says, brilliant analysis as always. Thank you so much. I don't think they should be purchased in excess, says KDF. Annie Persian says, you swore you have to put money in my Chanel swear jar. How much money do you put in the swear jar? Sweetface Lola says, yes, this logic is great news for my birthday gift. I want my day in August 27th. So I will look into September for a bag. Late September, early October, for the quality. Check out and don't be fooled by sales associates telling you the bag just came in. Do your due diligent research. Sometimes badge codes change as well. Just because they're telling you it's a brand new bag that just arrived, maybe the bag was there already since 2 months. Nobody bought it. You have to know that it's a brand new batch. It's not easy to find out that it's a brand new batch either. You gotta figure out. And again, the badge codes now, they all have the metallic plaques, the little chips. So it's really tricky. But you see the quality, you see it. If you go early October, you say, hey, did you get any new bags in 255? You look at it, you see the stitching, you see how it's done, how sturdy it is. You know immediately by the feel. The hides, The leather is different. The quality of the hides also changes. You know, there's times of year when they get better hides, and then other times of the year where the hides are not as good. You feel it. You know if they're tricking. You know if the bag they're trying to sell you is from June or if it's from October. KDF says, I understand some have collections, but they buy resale or vintage. Silala says, the over-consuming is so out of hand. Where does it go next? What is even the next get? Put the phone and credit card down and go interact with people and treat yourself occasionally with a bag. That's a good point. Yes, but no says, for Chanel, the 19 works, but the boy doesn't. The chain of the boy just ain't it, you guys. Cece says, really agree with you. Each of my bags have different stories. It has more meaning to it. FOMO pushes brands to discontinue bags too. Very good point. FOMO does also ultimately damage certain bags and production. True. Over consuming something and then everybody gets satiated by it. That's the biggest reason why a lot of the seasonal bags that have potential to become classics, they just get overbought, overconsumed, overexposed on Instagram, on any social media really. Everybody gets so tired of them and sick of them the next season. Nobody wants them anymore and they get discontinued. Instead, if they had an organic, steady, slow growth, people got used to them bit by bit. The brand didn't oversell them from the get-go. They would have more of a chance of becoming classics. But because they burn up in a flame immediately, overconsumed, people lose interest too fast. And this is the downfall of many a seasonal bag that could have had the potential of becoming a classic. Lorene Breen says, exactly. Tying purchases to special occasions has saved me from a lot of impulse buying. PB says, is anyone really mentally stable? I mean, we all go through phases, girl, let me tell you. Min Wade says, hi, Super Dacob, late to the party. It's nearly midday in South Australia. On Sunday morning, keep me sane out of my isolation. Yay, kept me sane out of my isolation. Thank you so much. I'm glad we could contribute. Lisa Rose says, I agree. You can't take money to the grave, so spend it on what you love, but be wise about it. Carolyn Ball says, financially stable, tick. Kinda, mentally, nah, and proud, lol. Bravo, Dacob, keeping it real. I'm telling ya, all of us, I don't know about y'all's. I've been many a time in my life in credit, out of credit, in credit, out of credit. That's what money is. It flows. If you know how to work with it, it flows. You fall out of it, you fall into it. It falls into you, you fall into it. You fall out of it again. Money, we give it power. Otherwise, it's just a dirty piece of paper. So your debt is also your money. You're paying for your debt. Don't believe it's for free. You're paying every month to be in debt. So in a way, it's like you're always a slave to something. So I'm saying better if you're not in debt, for sure. Better if you're not. But if you have that one dream bag and that's going to cause you to go into debt and then you're going to pay it off and then in the next 5 months it's done, it's paid off. You have to make that decision for you. I cannot make that decision for you. I'm no professional financial advisor. I can only speak for myself. I have been in several positions in my life where I've gone through rock bottom and I've gone through the stars. And let me tell you something. I can't tell you which of the two was better or worse. They were both money, lack of money or having money. It was like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. So I'm gonna work more. Okay, so I'm gonna take up more jobs. So I'm gonna take up more gigs. Okay, now I'm going through a period where I don't need so many gigs. So whatever, I'm just gonna, and it's like, comes and goes. But what stays are the good memories. And if a good memory is connected to the good bag in the right moment, it's worth it. At least to me. Just speaking for myself, as crazy of a 255 Chanel geek addict as I am, that's what's valid for me. Paige D says, all of my Chanel bags are black. Once bought a beige Claire Caviar Grand Shopping tote with gold hardware. Adored it, but not practical, sadly. That light satin lining. So I knew I had to sell it and get something I would use. Yeah, I have a Grand Shopping tote, extra large in black. Love it to bits. I am so happy I bought it right before they discontinued them. It's a huge bag, but the Deauville has nothing on the Grand Shopping Tote Extra Large. The Deauville is a joke compared to the masterful beauty of the Grand Shopping Tote Extra Large, made in the same caviar quality leather as their timeless classics, blacks. Oh my God. And it has feet. The Extra Large has golden feet underneath. It's just... But I understand the beige is difficult. Jesus says, mentally stable in 2021, impossible. If you're mentally stable, something is wrong with you. Oh my God, I love how it's like the opposite. It's so amazing. Thank you guys. This is the best way to end it. If you're mentally stable in 2021, then you're crazy. This is amazing. Thank you guys so much. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thumb it up. Follow me on my Chanel Instagram profile dedicated to my Chanel personal collection called Coco Chanel is in my house, all spelled together. Otherwise, follow me on my Chanel Instagram profile dedicated to the life of Coco Chanel called Coco Chanel Privé, all spelled together. Or follow me on superdacob, the crazy Instagram that is me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, never forget to never give up on love. Love you all. See you soon. Take care. Bye. Mwah.